just know that there is something in this reading that is meant for you to hear right now. And when I picked up the cards, one of the first things that started to come through was this feeling of uh, comparing yourself to other people. And it had a start the sentence with, I'm not. And it was like, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not um, sexy enough. I'm not funny enough. Like there was this not enough energy coming through. But I felt like it wasn't, like it could be something recently has kind of triggered off these old insecurities. But it feels to me like there's something energetically that's going on, and it's in your energy almost like a holding pattern, and it kind of like rises or surfaces like a little Loch Ness monster, rears its head at certain points or times, and it's been this cyclic kind of happening going on. And I feel like spirit needs to address that or wants to address that. But I think that the way that this feels, there's also situations going on that's going to be different for each of you that is also feeding into this or is related to this in some way. So we're going to start off here with the language of darkness cards, and I'm going to take this one first. And we have conflict. So that does make sense. So for some of you, there's that one there. It's going to be about a conflict outside of yourself. And for others, it's the conflict that's happening within you at this time. And the next card that we have is resistance. Okay. So with that resistance card coming up, this is where what I was saying, it feels like there's a holding pattern within the energy, and this is completely backing it up. Because in some way, this mindset, or let's just call it that little monster that likes to rear its head, it is creating an energy that is blocking you from really truly being in a full flow of allowing yourself out there in the world, if you want to put it that way. But honestly, I have to say, a lot of the times, this kind of a resistance, the energy that's coming with it, is we are resisting seeing something within our own selves that is the good, the beautiful, the amazing, whether that's to how we look, to our gifts, talents, what we have to share. It's so different for each person, but sometimes it's more difficult for us to see those things within us. And it's creating this conflict between your light and your shadow. But there is something about getting you back into flow, because the word flow is even on this resistance card. But I feel like it's getting you through this blockage that's here so that you can get moving forward with whatever this is. So I find that the ruins, oh, that one's definitely for us. 1, 2, and let's get these flipped. Oh, look at that. Okay, just a sec. Okay, so I want to start with this one, the Gabo, because this one is talking about relationships and partnerships. So this could be relationships, meaning intimate relationships, but a lot of the time it can be family, friends, coworkers, but they're calling out a situation here that's involving other people. And the thing about these relationships is it talks about this interaction happening, or this, let's say, energy exchange, and that there's a need for balance to get restored in here. Because one of the key words that comes with this rune is the word sacrifice. And sometimes we end up sacrificing parts of ourselves or pieces of what we need to have and experience And, what the word is, settling for crumbs, right? Settling for crumbs instead of sitting down to eat a king's meal or a queen's meal in these particular relationships. So there's something about a relationship. This could even be, like younger years in your upbringing and not really getting that positive reinforcement that you needed at that time. That's like now in the future, not feeding you like you're not getting it now in your current day because you've never had it. But there is something about getting a restoration of the balance here and coming into a place where there's um, uh, reciprocity, meaning it is reciprocated. What is given back. But then we have Woon Yu. And Woon Yu is like all of these good things. It's talking about like achievement, especially in the spiritual arena. But there's especially this feeling or connection with success and achievement and being seen for your achievements. And so, with the energy that was coming in here, for some of you, this will be out in the world, is where you're getting that feedback. But I really feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be even you seeing, recognizing this within yourself and seeing it for yourself. And then it's getting reflected back out to you in the world because there's some sort of ownership that needs to happen here. But there is comfort, pleasure, joy, happiness is connected with this rune. And so I feel like this is a part of the bigger part of the message. Is almost like Spirit is saying, yes, I know there has been this turmoil or these issues that you've been having to deal with in your relationships. But honestly, this is not going to continue in the same light and in the same way that it has been up to this point. And especially with Ayis showing up, because Ayis, like this is almost like divine protection, if you want to say it that way. Um, it's like a protective force. And, because these are ancient, it says it wards off evil and things like that. But, in modern day times, for me, the understanding of this is there's almost like a lowering of your guard, but not in a way that it makes you vulnerable to, you know, people or issues that you shouldn't be interacting with. This is talking more about being able to come to a place where it's safe for you to lower your guard, lower your shields, and allow more life coming in, but even more importantly, allowing more of yourself out here. So, because when we are blocked up, shielded up, it does create blocks in our energy, and it's more difficult for us to share those deeper, sensitive parts of ourselves because it's behind that wall. But again, Woon Yu is talking about good outcomes happening in here. So let's grab our tarot. And I absolutely am in love with this deck. It's the Spirit Song deck. Oh, that's the one there. So we have the Shaman. This one has come out quite a few times lately. And that's it there. Want this one. We have the Seven. This one is coming at me. King of Crystals. See, there's all that success is showing up, you guys. Oh my goodness. And the 10 of Shells. See, this is beautiful. Because again, we have another card that is talking about this success. Because we have a card that is backing up what is being said here with the runes. Because this is also one of success. But there's a beautiful strength that comes with this. It's like an inner power. And with that also comes with the shaman is this deeper wisdom. I'm not even just deeper, but higher wisdom. So there's something through this process that you guys truly are gaining, both on a personal level and on a spiritual level. The aardvark says this advancement that you're making in this journey of personal growth and the issues that you've been dealing with people, that the wisdom that and the understanding that you are coming to is leading you to a place not only just of success, but of being able to say, okay, this I'm keeping in my life. I want that. And here I do not, because the word that's connected with this card is the word options. So I have to say, there is a releasing that is happening here with everything that's coming through, because the biggest reassurance here is the 10 of shells. Oh, sorry, crystals is pentacles. So we have two pentacles and shells is cups. And with the 10 of cups being here, this is like an inner triumph. You know, there's a lot of abundance that comes in with this. And the word on the card is blessings and well being, because there's this sense of really returning to your core values, in what you value in yourself and what you value in other people and what you value in your relationships. And it's almost like what it is that you focus on is what you end up manifesting into your life. And this is talking about that focus switching from the I am not, you know, whatever that I was saying in this comparison, to really beginning to be able to see these inner qualities and work this higher aspect of yourself in moving through these shadow aspects, bringing yourself into this true, authentic healing, so that these patterns, they are not being repeated. They're not going to, you're not going to close the chapter, sorry, in one relationship only for it to pop back up in a new relationship. They're saying this is coming to a completion, that the wisdom, the understanding is happening here. And there is so much positivity in these cards. And I know that those of you who know how to read tarot cards can see just from what's come out there. So I'm going to get out my Return of Spirit deck, because, oh, Violet Flame, that's the healing. Oh my goodness. That's the healing that I'm saying to Starseed. Oh my goodness, this card likes to come out nearly every time I use this deck. Faith, yes. And I've got one more to get here. And I feel like this is vibrational. Okay. See, I love it when Spirit is just backing up everything here. With that Starseed card, you know, some of you are going to connect to that energy of being a starseed, feeling like Earth is not your home. This is not where you belong. But the deeper message, if you don't resonate with that, it's fine, because the deeper message is that there's a feeling of not knowing how to fit in or how to belong, or even how to work relationships in a way that brings you that sense of belonging with other people. But this is talking about this huge healing. Violet Flame is a powerful healing energy. And with this card, it's saying that this is coming through, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. And for many of you, this is a profound healing, like not just on a personal level, but like on a spiritual level too. Because this, what you have been going through, is one of your life challenges in how to overcome these obstacles to still allow yourself to be here in the world and sharing yourself out here. And that doesn't mean always that this is about the public. This is talking about your energy opening up back into the flow that that resistance card was explaining in the beginning. And this is happening for you because we have the vibrational card. This is specifically saying you guys are like these amazing powerhouses of energy, that you are these brilliant, beautiful, unique lights. And so you go through these difficulties and these challenges and learn what you need to learn to move through into this really beautiful, healthy expression of who and what you are. And I feel like that's probably why the faith card has come out, because I know that it can feel like almost like it's never going to happen. And I'm always going to be dealing with these sort of issues. And you are not, because it's not, that's how your story started, but it doesn't mean that that's how your story ends. So a lot of this is about you coming back to your own center with that shaman card, coming back into your own center, doing a bit of withdraw if you need from these situations, from the conflict that you're experiencing out here. And so I feel like there's still a message here in these tarot cards because this is heading somewhere. That one there, Ace of Acorns, because there is a new start coming up here. Acorns is wands, and Queen of Feathers. Lovely. Okay. The Ace of Acorns is a new start. All the aces are new beginnings. And it's a new beginning where one of the words on this card is confidence. And this is moving out of this being focused and honed in on life and these troubles and coming through this healing process and then moving into this open vibrational sort of energy where you are a force of nature, and there's a huge creative process that's opening up through this. And one of those, with the Queen of Feathers, it's very much about the intuition, because the bat is the radar or the sonar and being able to see through the dark. And that is a part, one of the words that it's talking about here is truth. And there's a much deeper truth happening underneath at the base of everything that's going on. But it is only to help you to see the light that you are and to see that you deserve so much better. And you will have it. You will have it. Now, I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do sprinkle some love on the like button for me. And as always, you know I love you. I can't wait to see you again soon. Mwah. Take care.